We got former Republican Virginia Governor and Senator George Allen. So regardless, Governor, we are a long, long way, aren't we?
Yeah, it is a long way, and South Carolina is an important state, and that's always been an important predictor. But every year is different. I think this is a different time, and I think most people that I'm not for any of them. I'm for whoever runs strongest in Virginia. And I think what I hear from the people of Virginia is they realize our country needs to get turned around into the right direction, whether it's jobs, whether it's energy policy, whether it's the dangerous level of debt that we have. And so this may be a long, drawn-out process, but ultimately what we need to is all coalesce, unite behind whomever our nominee is, and that nominee needs to be an inspiring person who is motivating people with new ideas to get our country moving in the right direction for us and for our children, and making sure that America is open for business again. And that's absolutely essential for the competitiveness, and I think most Americans, and especially the people in Virginia, expect out of their federal government.
Well, you might not have made a decision on who you're going to support yet, but your governor, Republican Governor McDonald, has, and that is Mitt Romney. Many others have, including Nikki Haley, the governor of South Carolina, thrown their support behind Mitt Romney. So this argument is that there are the rabid conservatives who have been rallying around Newt Gingrich. I don't want to just say moderate, but maybe moderate to conservative, maybe not quite so rabid, who are going with Mitt Romney, very pragmatic types who say is the best chance to win. I think that was your governor's argument. Should it be about that? What do you make of that? That
well,
people
I think it should be.
It's the guy I think we could beat Obama with.
Well, people voting in the polls are going to decide what they like. They may like somebody's personality, they may like their ideas, they may like their issues that they're advocating, their characters, who has the best chance to win. All of those get factored in. We're in the midst of, and I know you had Woody Johnson on previously, as Republicans, we're in the midst of what I would call an intra-squad scrimmage. And so we're deciding who's going to be starting force. But once that is decided by the voters through all the primaries, what we need to do is band together. We need to have all the wings of the Republican Party flapping together in the same direction.
Do you think you will? Do you think you will? Because these two are not sounding too nice with each other.
Yeah, and some of the folks that have dropped out of the race weren't sounding very nice to one another previously either, but they're supporting one another. And I think we're all unified, recognizing that the policies coming out of Washington these days are harming people. You take, for example, this Keystone Pipeline issue, Neil. This is something that it just shows how out of touch these folks in Washington are. For the Obama administration and my opponent, Tim Kaine, to oppose this pipeline, which would provide us with more energy into our country, obviously long-term reduce the cost we're paying in gasoline. My goodness, people are paying on average $25 to $30 more every time they fill up than what they were in January of 2009.
You think that's going to resonate? You think that's going to resonate?
I think it's going to resonate.
Okay.
Yes, it will resonate. I hear it from a lot of people, and that's something that affects people at their kitchen table, and this administration has been just continuing these counterproductive energy policies, whereas all our Republican nominees or aspirants are saying, let's unleash American energy resources for jobs, competitiveness, and keeping our money here in the USA.
George Allen, thank you very much. Good having you on again. By the way, we did place a call to his opponent, Tim Kaine. We have yet to hear back. We tried all the time. We tried. All right, we've got a lot more coming up, about a half hour away from polls.